Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to our channel. We are filming on opposite sides because I need Ryan to be picking up all the stuff today because we are doing a
WIP Parade.
woo. If this is your first time watching us, hello. If this is not your first time watching us, this will be a bit like, oh, they're back, because we were doing a 12 days leading up to Christmas and then it stopped. And then there's just been nothing from us since then. So I will quickly explain. You can skip forward like a minute if you aren't interested. But basically, I had pre-filmed the Gecko Ho 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 unboxing. But in the video, I was like, oh, I'll show you like me stitching it in the lead up to Christmas. And then this video can go out on Christmas. I haven't finished the end of that yet because I suddenly decided, oh yeah, I'll make people presents for Christmas, then had to actually make the presents before Christmas. And then that took up all of my time. And then someone got poorly on Christmas Eve.
Norovirus.
And was poorly Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Then Bella got poorly Boxing Day. Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. I don't think they celebrate that in America, but
Do we really celebrate this?
my family celebrate
It's just
it.
like a day where you go and like fight people for sales.
Yeah, it's a bit like Black Friday, I suppose.
I stay in bed all toasty and warm usually.
Well, this year we all kind of did that. Bella was poorly Boxing Day, then I got poorly the day after, like Boxing Day night. It was like in the night between Boxing Day and the 27th, and literally wiped us out until today. Today is the first day where I feel kind of human. I do have a bowl of sweets to keep us going while we're filming, so if you see me snacking, that's what I'm eating. I have just had an apple, so I'm still being healthy.
Lord help us, she's snacking.
I'm gonna open my Pepsi. Sorry, that was probably really loud. Normally we would have a cup of tea in our nice little stitching mugs, but I'm not up for hot drinks yet. No. So if you wondered where we've been poorly. I did put like updates on Instagram stories, but you know, not everyone follows us over there, but that's where we've been. And
it's been a one, hasn't it?
It has been horrendous. I don't recommend. We did not celebrate Christmas, so that's why I have my Christmas top on today, because we literally did not celebrate Christmas. We stayed home. My family all get together on Christmas and have a meal and, you know, all the Christmas stuff. We stayed home from that. We literally could not go because of Rye. And then...
I mean, you guys could have gone.
I was coming out in like sympathy. I think mine was like panic. So at that point it was panic. So we didn't get a Christmas dinner. We did kind of exchange presents with family, but it was the day after. Bella obviously opened all her presents.
So you went to Boxing Day.
I went to Boxing Day. That was good, but without Rye, so it was sad.
Still won the quizzes, didn't you? So.
We did actually. We won the majority of them. Me and Mum, and you were on FaceTime. And then New Year's, again, I was meant to be hosting New Year's this year. Things haven't really gone to plan because we were so poorly that I was like, I'm not cooking. I can't be around people. I don't want to do this. So we cancelled New Year's.
We think we worked out the trail from like where it originated from, though.
Yeah. So. Not that it matters now, but at least
we know where we've gotten poorly from.
We've not had a good Christmas, which sucks, but it's okay. We will make up for it in the new year. I'll do a
Christmas redo.
Christmas redo.
Well, your birthday's coming up next, so that's just an excuse for you to get presents, isn't it?
My birthday is next Friday, Friday the 10th.
Week to tomorrow? I thought it was today.
Week tomorrow. I'm going to be 24. Woo.
Look at you.
And then birthday after that is Rise, and he's going to be
25.
And then my mum's birthday, and then Bella's birthday. So,
So he's going to go through like everyone's birthdays.
That's it. Yeah, should we get into the WIP Parade? I'm hoping the energy is up for this video. I didn't want to film this between Christmas and New Year. Well, originally I had intended to, but then when we were so poorly, I was like, I literally cannot bring myself to like do this because I want it to be high energy, especially if this is the first video you've seen of us. Apologies for what seems like a planing session at the beginning. I'd like to say our videos don't normally start like this, but when we've been poorly, they do.
And sometimes we be getting poorly. We have a 5-year-old.
We have a 5-year-old, so what can you do? We have a mountain of WIPs. We've got this pile on the table. There's one in front of me. Then there's 2 boxes and
some tubs down there.
Tub and
a
roll wrap thing.
Oh my goodness.
So let's get started.
I hope you've got enough storage.
Me too. I have a terabyte. Let's see if that's enough. It will be, hopefully.
Doubting it.
So, to recap on my plans video, if anyone hasn't seen that, 2025, I am aiming to do a whole year of stitching just Gecko Rouge pieces, with the exception of if I design any of my own pieces, I will stitch my own pieces.
It's a good caveat to have.
It is. So 2025 is a Gecko Rouge year. I really, really like Gecko Rouge. I have been sent something by Gecko Rouge. I did get sent the Ho Ho Ho. I'm hoping that's all right to say.
I don't know.
Well, I feel like I need to declare it because I made a video about it. So I'm like, they did send me that. That was very, very exciting. But all the other stuff paid for, you know, or, you know, bought off resellers.
Yeah.
I don't know if this counts as buying off a reseller, because someone messaged me and was like, I know you really wanted it, would you like to buy it? And I said, yes please.
Did someone resell it to you?
Someone resold it to me, but it wasn't like a reseller on eBay, you know. But I am genuinely just this much of a Gecko Rouge fan, so they have nothing to do with my year this year, apart from like, obviously I'm stitching their kits, but they didn't ask me to do it or anything. I just love them. And I want to get some good progress in. And I figured, as much as I might want to stitch on like all of these other things, actually, after I've been watching a few people's WIP parades, I'm like, it's probably a good thing to have less choice, so that I'm not like overwhelmed by decisions. I still have a lot of choice. I have a lot of Gecko Rouge kits, but not as many as I've got like everything else. I think we're at about 50 WIPs. There's a bit of tape on the table. I think we're at about 50 WIPs.
I'll get a counter up, shall I? So we can go throughout the video.
This usually starts, our WIP parades start with Rye going, I'll count them, and then about halfway through he's like, I don't remember if I put that one on, and then by the end we're like, it's about 40.
I do pretty well usually.
You do pretty well.
Classic, same one I always use, rapid tables.
I feel like I should make a note as well of everything. All of my pieces. Right, I have a piece of paper. I am going to make notes. This was my pen from the Ho Ho Ho. So
Pen.
Are we ready to start?
8 minutes in, I should hope so.
This is WIP number 1.
Marked it down.
You have already seen this because I just waved it about. This is the Gecko Boo from 2024. Who's the artist?
Into Inverity.
Here we go.
I'm good at this job.
I don't have these for every piece, but for the ones I do, I will show you. No idea what percentage I'm at because I started off doing this as a paper chart, so no idea. About 6 blocks worth, I would say, so maybe about 600 stitches, which is pretty good.
It's a good estimate.
I do not, so you might be like, that's a full coverage, why are you doing it on a special fabric? Because I'm not going to stitch the sky, so all this like black sky, I'm just going to leave blank and you'll see the nice brown fabric behind it, which I think will look quite nice.
I think it would look good.
Like a dusk is my thought process. Didn't think this through. I don't know where to put these when we have showed them.
You cannot give any to me because I'm walled in by stuff that we haven't shown yet.
We'll put them on this chair that currently has a sock on it. Oh, there we go.
Be gentle with the sock chair.
The sock chair. Sock chair sorted. There is Gecko Rouge number 1 down. Now these aren't in any kind of order of like when I started them and when, you know, I aim to have them finished, or even designer. Like, I just don't have them in any kind of order. They just get put away where they get put away. So I apologise for that because mine's not as polished as a lot of other people's. But here we go.
We move.
Here is
Lorna Lane.
Lorna Lane B. This is the full size like B. I have stitched the smaller version that used to be a Gecko Gem. Yeah, I really like this one. This is one of my favourites. I want to get this done this year. I think I can do it.
I think you can do it. The way you were carrying on.
The way I was carrying on.
Yeah, you were going quick when you were doing it.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you were like, the way you were talking about it, of course you're going to get it done. I am currently at 8.52%, which is 5,546 stitches.
We like maths on this channel, don't we? Numbers and data.
At the end of 2025, here's some stickers Bella's given me. At the end of 2025, I would like to do a full mathematical roundup. I'm hoping to do one every month, but we will see. Of like, this is how many stitches I did this month. This is the percentage of time I spent stitching on this and this and this and this. It's how many days I stitched. So my Instagram's going to look a little bit different this year. Some of you noticed yesterday, I did have a comment about the maths that I had. The data, sorry, not the maths, that I had on my piece. I'm going to try and track more. Yeah, I really like this piece. Again, stitched on a hand-dyed fabric. This is a coffee craft fabric, and the end piece like doesn't have a full background. Let me just pull up the mock-up. The end piece looks like this. So all of this like kind of paper colour in the background, you'll see
as orange.
Yeah, I think it'll look really good.
More interesting.
Oh, I just like to. I love Gecko Rouge kits, and I like giving them like an extra
flair.
Something. Yeah, where I can. Obviously, not every piece is like that. Right. Next up is my giraffe by Dorian Spencer Davies. I am currently at 1.29%, which is 1,244 stitches.
So this is the main sort of head of Jess's giraffe. Looks very polite, and then I'll let you. Wow.
There's his tummy, and there's a couple of like random red stitches down here, like brownie red. I'm not sure what they are, but you can see his eyes, so that's all I'm bothered about.
These pretty fun eyes, aren't they?
I got that in a Gecko Express sale, so that was
I remember that.
A win. I was really excited when that parcel came. I bought like a few things. Next up is not a Gecko Rouge, and I don't think I have a percentage for this. I think this is a paper pattern. I think
it's a paper pattern as well.
This is, I want to call it my Christmas list.
I think it's called my Christmas list.
Silver Creek samplers.
I want to say Silver Creek samplers. No, I want to say Silver Creek samplers.
I
could be wrong. Not often.
Well, this is being stitched with CXC on a 56 count fabric over 2. So it's a coffee craft fabric. It's a lovely green. I pulled this out earlier and I was like, do I want to do a Gecko Rouge yet? Yes, I want to do a Gecko Rouge yet. I think it's a good sacrifice to make. It's 1 year of all Gecko Rouge. Let's see how much I can get done, and then I can get back to working on little pieces like this. I really like this one though. It feels nice. This has like nice feeling because they're 28 count sized. It just feels nice. Nice stitching.
Just want to address quickly because I noticed as I was showing off, I do have very yellow nails. Bella opened a spa over Christmas, didn't she?
Oh yeah.
She's not quite got the coverage, but she's doing her best.
I also visited the spa but picked mine off. So
didn't get much of a choice, did you? I actually woke up in the when I was poorly, and I was like in the grips of fever, and I woke up and it was all very dramatic, like turn of the century TB, like gentle coughing, that type of thing. And Jess came in the room, full face of makeup done by Bella. First thing she said to me as I wake up, as she comes over to me and stands over me, not hello, I hope you're all right. I look like a panto dame.
I did. It was funny though.
And that was how I walk.
At least I wasn't feeling ill then.
No, you weren't. I've updated the count for this next one, which is Reaping Love. Again, Silver Creek samplers.
The amount of my hairs that have come out onto these projects.
You're always going to be part of them.
I find and lose this piece like at opposite times to when I find and lose the pattern for it. And that won't matter this year, but if I find it, I'm going to make sure I keep it safe.
I was going to say try and store them together if you can.
I've decided I'm going to store all my Gecko Rouge projects together, and then all my other ones are going to go away into like long-term storage, so I don't think about them.
Get a vault.
By which I mean they're going to go in a box, and the other ones are going in a wrap.
The vault. Promises kept.
Thank you.
Don't ask me to tell you the name of the company.
This is Promises Kept. It's a Dimensions Gold collection piece, and
You're asking me to tell me.
that was a question. I'm not sure. I think that's what it is. It's a paper pattern. I don't have a stitch count for it. It's being stitched 2/1 half cross on 32 count on my own fabric, as in not the fabric that came in the kit. And I had to stitch it 2/1 because some of them are, what's it called where you like mix the threads? Blended. They're blends. So I didn't have a choice with this one, but I think it's going all right. I haven't touched that one in like over a year, so we'll see where that one goes. But this year it doesn't matter. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not going to destash anything until I get back to working on them again.
Making sure your list lines up with my count so far.
Oh, I pulled out everything
Oh.
at once. This was a version of Bohemia at one point, which I then decided I'm not going to stitch that small on. So I need to either unpick that or cut the fabric.
I'll remove that from the count then. I think that's just fabric.
Fabric. I should start a separate fabric pile. We'll sort it later. Fabric. Floss.
My goodness.
This might be fabric. This is fabric. Sorry, we should have been more organised.
Fabric.
I have everything stored in these big boxes that you can get from, we got them from Hobbycraft. Oh, I was wondering where this piece went.
Oh, it's this piece.
Is my Paid Sal 2024.
Update the duty.
This is...
Which way does this go? This way.
That's the top.
Mushroom cap.
Yeah, it's a mushroom. But I got to 9.25% before the last two pieces came out. Oh my gosh, I only put the first half of the year's charts into Pattern Keeper. That's really bad. So there's meant to be 44,315 stitches just in the pieces I imported, and I did 4,099. So that one probably will get finished. It'll be nice to go up in Bells' room when it's done, but not this year.
Fabric.
That's a nice fabric.
It is a nice fabric.
Oh.
Could it be? Could it be?
Oh. I know exactly what this one is. Do you know what that is?
It's Wednesday, isn't it?
This is Wednesday stitched on
a variant of Wednesday.
A very, very, very pretty coffee craft fabric. The problem is, because it's a 40 count and I was stitching 1/1 half cross, the like the grey was showing through and like the mottling was showing through onto her face, and it just wasn't like the vibes I wanted, so I put it down and had to go back to my other Wednesday. But this is what I'm talking about. That would look so good. Wednesday would look so good without the stripy background. Hang on, let me pull up a mock-up. Without this stripy background, so it's just kind of like this crest, but the face just didn't work, and unfortunately I did have to get quite a way in before I realised the face is not going to work. Everything else I could have dealt with the fabric showing through. It was just, I might revisit it, I might have another look and see if it really is bothering me that much, because I really like the idea of that. But that one, because I was going to do that one and then Caramia, the Morticia and Gomez piece next to it, so they were on matching fabric. We'll see, because that one would be a nice one to do on there.
Are we adding her to the count then or not?
No, but I know she's coming up later, so I'm just putting her down. Right, this is Delphine's
Butterfly Brigade.
Here's the dog. You can hear him coming down the stairs. Butterfly Brigade.
Can add that to the count.
Really? I like the name Delphine.
Which way does it go?
Your guess is as good as mine, to be honest.
You're the one who was stitching it. We'll go this way, shall we?
That's definitely sideways. I don't know upside, like which way you need to turn it, but it's definitely sideways. There we go.
That better?
We made a guess.
Well, I made a guess and it was the wrong guess.
This is a Mirabilia piece. I don't have a picture of it, but it is so pretty and I want to stitch it for my nan. But this dress is huge, absolutely massive. I do have like, I bought all the CXC for it, I believe. they're all together somewhere. I'll have to find it and put them with this piece so I don't lose them again. But the amount of like just one colour on this dress was a lot. That's why I put it down. I'm stitching that 2 over, hang on. Yeah, 2 over 2. I want to say it's on a 28 count. It's a coffee craft fabric and it's a perfect green for it. I love the colour for it.
32 count.
32 count. I think I even bought the bead pack for it.
I think you did as well, somewhere.
So I will have to stitch that, but not this year. Nothing's getting stitched this year, apart from my gecko rouges. Which I'm making like jokes, but I am actually really excited. Oh! Ryan knows what this one is.
I do believe it's Bohemia.
Bohemia. Now, I will put a little disclaimer in. A few of mine are Medusa doll maker pieces. Sorry, my brain like turned off over Christmas and hasn't turned back on yet. Gecko Rouge do not sell
Medusa
doll maker anymore, so you will not be able to buy this, but maybe on eBay. You can. I got her foot done like up here. Oh no, hang on, her foot's down here. This is her arm, like this arm. It's pretty. I want to get a lot done on her this year. This is why Year of Gecko Rouge is a good thing. That is sitting at 6,237 stitches, or 2.77%. She's 225 total, so not my biggest, but not my smallest. If I got her done this year, I would be very impressed, but I don't think that's realistic.
I don't think this is the current one.
This is not the current one. The current one is out though. I've seen it
saw
somewhere.
it this morning, yeah.
I need to trim the fabric on that one. I'll put that one over here. I need to trim it. That's shelf life.
Speaking of fabric.
Oh!
Do you want to show off
Here's
this one?
Here's a piece I worked on this morning. I started this before Christmas. I did one day of stitching on it and then had to put it down. And I worked on this yesterday on the 1st of the year and today the 2nd of the year. So far, 2 for 2. I've stitched every day of the year on Gecko Rouge and on this piece. This is, I want to call it We'll Find a Way. It's either We'll Find a Way or We Will Find a Way.
We'll find a way.
We'll find a way. Love it. This was the ho 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 from this year. There's Robin, my brain. Robin, a penguin, and there's going to be a big polar bear underneath. Really cute. I love this piece. It's so like festive, but without being Christmas, you know. I love it. It's like, yeah, it's wintry. Although I guess he does have a Santa hat on. I'm very excited. I'm gonna get this done in January. Watch.
Let me just.
That one is currently sitting at 1,622 stitches, so 17%. I'm going for about 10% a day. We'll see if that happens.
Okay.
Right, he's checking his maths. This is what I was on about. We like get into it and then it's like, oh, did I press this one? It doesn't help that I have some that I'm like, oh, that doesn't count.
Yeah, that's what I'm double checking it against now. So far, we're at 10 that we're actually counting.
This is in a beautiful tiny little fox case. This is my, what they call Fabulous House series, but it's not all of them. They're kind of spread out. As I receive the parcels, I kind of like, oh yeah, I need to put that with this. And they just kind of get spread out about the house. So I definitely have at least 2 of them in the bedroom upstairs. And I just paid for the last one because I didn't order the Tudor house. And I paid like as a subscription as part of Coffee Craft Fabric, so I got fabric for every one, but I'm not stitching one on every fabric. I did start like that. This is a castle, but I'm not going to count this as a WIP, even though it is a WIP, because I restarted it and I'm doing like 4 per. Basically, this is stitched over 2. If I stitched it over 1, I could fit 4 per piece of fabric that we got, and then I would have leftover fabric to do what I would like with. When I went to the Big Stitch, which was really fun, Coffee Craft Fabrics was there. There was Talking Dog Stitchery. I have to make sure I get it right because my brain. Talking Dog Stitchery was there, and they had like all of the specialty threads out, and I went through and was like picking them out, and me and there was a lady behind me were on the same
piece,
website, like picking out the same colours for the same pieces. So basically what happened was I let her take 2 of every colour, because if you're doing it over 2 you need 2, and I just took 1, and then I got back to the table and I was like, why don't I just stitch it over 1? And then Megan from Coffee Craft Fabrics came over and was like, oh, like, what are you stitching on? And I was like, this, and I'm going to stitch it over 1. And she was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I felt good about it. I have started doing one of them somewhere. I need to put all these threads back for the year. Like, if they're not going to get used, they can go back in the DMC box, because this is how I lose them. I'm not sure where the one I started is.
Might be. I don't even know. I can't even pitch where it might be. I have no idea.
We might find it when we're going through, because I know I have started one.
They'll turn up somewhere, no doubt.
They will. This is the problem with WIP Parades. Now I'm like, oh, I want to do a little bit on this. No one would mind. But I think about how good it's going to feel when, I don't have the one I started.
Strange.
Think of how good it's going to feel when I get my full coverages done.
Potentially be on one of these piles.
We'll see. I'm not going to write that down, but the tree house is the one I started, but can't find it anywhere. Okay, next up.
Can we mark this one?
Yes, we can mark this one off. Little Brown Bat. This is another cottage garden samplings. Yeah, that is what they're called.
Yeah, I was looking at
Cottage garden samplings. It's from the Year in the Wood series, which they're doing another one of this year. Did I show you?
Do you want to put them with
Sorry.
before they go missing?
Yeah. I need to file everything away properly. Did I show you the thing that they announced? They're going back to do another Year in the Woods, but it's all...
You might have done.
Oh, I don't know if it is all new animals. I think there was something mentioned, and I can't remember whether there's going to be some animals again or all new animals. But I'm signing up for it. I'm not going to stitch them this year, but I'm signing up for it.
Well, then you can have like one big hit to go for, can't you?
They don't start till June or July. I think it's like midway through the year. So I've already I like tagged Coffee Craft Fabrics page in it, and I'm hoping that she does the fabrics, because this is Coffee Craft as well. As is all of my projects. Could you write this one down, please? And also the fox. And I do have the floss that Leanne very kindly gave to me, because I couldn't find it anywhere. The orange for this piece, it's in here somewhere.
I'm counting the fox as well.
Yeah. Here's my fox. So I'm going to stitch them when I get back around to doing them. 3 per piece of fabric. So they're going to be tight, but they will all fit on like 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to leave like 5 or something stitches between them, maybe 10, and like move some of the extra pieces like the leaves or the trees or something around in the background, so that they kind of seamlessly blend into one. So I'll have 4 pieces, 1 for each season. Yeah, I think it's going to look good when it's done.
Sorry, I was trying to think of the pen, it just wasn't closing.
There is a rogue needle. There we go.
Worst thing's a rogue needle, isn't it?
Yep. I need to make sure I go through these when I put them away. We just pulled all the threads for these the other day, because I was going to try and get the bat finished for the end of the year. So I pulled all of the threads, and now
they've got to return.
They will not be used for a year. Okay, next one.
This is a finish, isn't it?
This is a finish. I'm going to put it in anyway.
I'll not count it on the counter though.
Finish!
Woo woo.
This is my jack-o'-lantern finish for the year. Is
his name not Lewis?
We didn't find that when we went.
Yeah, because we went to the wrong shop.
Yeah. this was a Gecko Rouge piece that I finished this year. I do plan on doing, there was like a lantern piece that didn't go with it, but it came
like
in
an accompanying piece, wasn't
yeah.
it?
So I'm going to stitch the lantern on this fabric as well. It's a lot like warmer than it looks. Ooh.
Oh, that was dangerous. It wouldn't have been my fault this time.
It's a lot warmer than it looks on camera, but it's very pretty. I'm very proud of that finish. That's stitched on 40 count as well.
I'll put it with the fabric collection for the minute.
See, I don't have to stop buying fabrics and stuff this year just because I'm stitching Gecko Rouges, because I can stitch Gecko Rouges on fun fabrics.
Right, are we counting these as individuals or just one big whip?
I'm going to count them as 12.
Oh my goodness.
But they're not, I don't have all 12 started.
Right, let me know where we're at then.
Here is my Snowman Collector Series. I'm going to move this can right out of the way.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Oh. Ta-da! Now, I technically have not finished a single one of these. However, this one just has the white to be filled in. And I did find my cone. When I was going through my box to get the whips out, I found the cone that I needed for this. Good. So I'm going to do a year of Gecko Rouge, but I don't think we have any retreats planned, but if we go to one, I might take something like this where I can just do filling in of white. We'll see. I'm hoping to take Gecko Rouges, but...
There we go.
So, the needleworker, the clown.
So that's 2 so far.
Then there's the shepherd, but he's under a Q-snap at the minute.
3.
Then there's the postman.
4.
Then there is a start on the scarecrow. I like to think then. It's just some wheat. Then I believe this one is called the farmer. Then over here we have the gardener. Down here we have the pirate. The milkman. It's the one with the big cow.
Moo.
And
Pilgrim?
the pilgrim.
10.
So I haven't started the witch or the one that goes in the middle, which I'm not a big fan.
Carriage driver, is it?
It's something like that. That's my least favourite one, but I know Bella will like the horse, so I'm not too discouraged from working on it. Oh, this is my favourite Q-snap. I need to take this off the Q-snap. Take it off now while I'm doing it. Could you put 10 times Snowman?
I've already put Snowman Collector Series.
I love this piece. I really like Cottage Garden Samplings. I love their pieces, and I like that they're all series, so they all not all the pieces go together, but a lot of them go well together. I'm excited about that one. I think that one will get done next year, 2026.
The Year of the Snowman.
Yeah. Fold that up. There we go. I'm glad I stitched them all on one piece. I think that they look good on one piece, but I'm glad I'm stitching the others kind of divided up. For my birthday, I'm asking for 1, 2, 3 stitch vouchers so that I can get some proper Q snaps, because I've never had the branded ones. What's this? It's Wednesday. She's already on the list.
I know, but I haven't added it to the...
Ta-da!
Wednesday.
She had how many tea spills this year?
None this year.
Was it not this year?
Last year. 2025 now. 2 days in.
She had a tea spill last year. She nearly got...
After reviewing the VAR, you've confirmed it wasn't entirely my fault.
I'm going to agree that it wasn't entirely your fault. That doesn't mean I don't still think it's your fault in my head. That was my tablet, by the way. If you hear a loud buzzing noise, really sorry. Hold her up again. She is on 33,807 stitches, which is alright. 33807, which is 29.33%. She'll be done this year. She's kind of the main reason I'm working on Gecko Rouges this year, because she needs to be done. She's my second oldest Gecko Rouge whip at the minute. I didn't get the whip out of the wardrobe. That's my oldest one. B is for bat.
The whip in the wardrobe.
Yeah. There's like 5 stitches on it, so it's not worth getting her out. I'm going to start her on another fabric anyway. My pen's not going back down.
I know, I've been having that issue with it. You've got to like grip it with you now.
Okay. Next one is Saga. This is a long dog stitches piece.
Long dog
35
sampler.
minutes. What did I say?
Stitcher.
Long dog samplers. Sampler or samplers? I'm not sure actually.
I think it's sampler.
I have done 2,121 stitches on this. Good place to have ended. 2.04%. I'm stitching this using DMC 310, my big cone of it, and Sulky. And it's like a specialty pack of the Sulky. And it came with like three pinks,
A yellow?
2 greens and a yellow. And I bought 2 packets of them. And I love it. I really like this piece. I'm using the black for all of the outsidey bits. Do you want to get a bit closer so you can see? Yeah. And then I'm like picking and choosing. I haven't planned this at all, so it might look terrible in the end, but I'm enjoying doing it when I work on it. All the inside like detail-y bits I'm doing in colours. And I think they look cute. I'm just going to pull it over because you can't see. Oh, so you can't see. I really like it. And the fabric is a 20 count Ada, I think, and it's iridescent, so it's got like glitter in it. And the only problem with this, which really annoys me actually, the only problem is it's gonna be big and I can't like make the fabric any smaller. And I don't like how my long dogs look on really any smaller than a 20 count because, well, unless I do them 1/1, but that would be pretty hard with the Sulky because the Sulky's like basically 2 strands of fleece held together. I like how this one's coming along. I'm gonna work on that next year, not this year. I'd like to see that one finished as well, otherwise. I think that one would be a nice one to finish. Oh, it's in a turtle based stitches? Stitchery? Turtle Bay bag. I'm really sorry everyone. I don't think you would be watching me, but you know, we do know each other, so I should have them down.
Don't remember where we're at now.
My brain is not all there. I didn't even write down the percentage and the stitch count for the last one.
Right, we are on track.
I need to write 2121 slash 2.04%. There we go. Moving on.
We have bag. What's this one, Jess? Or is it just for the snowman? Alright. Never mind.
This is another Coffee Craft Fabrics bag. No, this
Tiny Little Fox?
Tiny Little Fox.
There we go.
I'm really sorry. Everyone, I know we're friends, but this is unacceptable. I'm so sorry.
What's this one, Jess?
What's the noise? 1 second. The dog. Hopefully he stopped. He's gone back upstairs now.
I'm leaving.
There was probably a noise outside and he didn't like it. Here is Shelf Life.
Woo!
By Colin Thompson. It's a Gecko Rouge piece. This will be getting worked on this year. Do I have this one on here? Yes, I do.
That's the question.
I have done, which doesn't look like it on here, right? That looks not, it doesn't look that much. I've done 14,672 stitches on this. Doesn't look like it, does it?
It looks like you've done a lot.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's all full covered and it's all small holes.
I suppose. Which is only 1.47%.
Look at the back.
Don't look at the back. This is what the backs of my pieces look like.
Look at the back, but don't look at the back.
A rug. Oh, there's a reason.
Comfortable.
What, a comfy rug?
Mm.
There's a reason I'm stitching this on 32 count with only 1 strand over 1, because it's just the backs, there's so much confetti in this piece, the back's going to end up
thick.
Horrendous. So I needed something that I could like still get my needle through. So that's why it's only 1 strand over 1 half cross. Apart from the little area up here at the top, which I still regret, but I was experimenting.
We all have our phases.
We do. That one's like over 1 million. Like in the end. How far do you think I'll get into that this year? Depends how much I stitch on it.
I was going to say, it depends how much attention you give that over other gecko rouges. Doesn't it?
1 point. I can't even. 47%. Maybe we shouldn't have filmed it. My brain's.
Do you want to take a break?
No, I'm okay. I just feel bad that I'm getting like names wrong when I know what I mean to say. Here is
the big one.
The big one. We should have you in the doorway sometime again.
I was going to say we'll have to do it once we've got rid of the Christmas stuff.
Yeah, we've still got our Christmas tree up.
It's only the 2nd of January.
I feel like people have them down by now though. Here is Wonderful World Map. It's Maria Rabinki. This piece is
big,
huge. This is going to be 1,830,800 stitches, and 696,000 of them are white.
Oof.
That's like the most used colour on this piece.
Good luck.
The thing is, I can't even like just go in and fill in one colour at a time, because with the white it would look like I haven't done anything. Oh, eyes are itchy. Should we hold up what we
As much
can?
as we
I
can.
did kind of go around the edge. You can see here, this is the top. I'm just holding it sideways.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, you can't even see. Right, I went all the way along the top and then down the edge, and I went all the way down, and then I messed up at the bottom. So I fixed the bottom, but not all the way, so the other side is still messed up. So yeah, there's bits and pieces all over this piece. I've done Libya, Egypt, Spain, you know.
Algeria.
It needs an iron, I'll tell you that. It needs folding properly before I put it back this time. It needs this needle taken out that was about to stab you.
Well, that needle at the back there.
Is it tucked in properly?
Sort of.
Yeah, it's fine then. The other one was literally like hanging out. I have done 40,000. Where's my sheet gone?
It's on the top of the bowl.
For Wonderful World Map, I have done 40,131 stitches, which is 2.19%. Now, controversial. I have restarted this before and gone back. I've been there before. I want to start this one again. Not entirely. Not, well, I guess it is entirely. But what I want to do is I want to break it up into like smaller pieces and do them as like tapestry, like hangings almost. The only problem is I can't decide whether to do 3 full length ones or what. I don't know what to do with it, or go for like a 40 count or something and have it smaller and do 1 strand over 1 half cross. That is the one I'm leaning towards, because when I started this before I did 32 count. Look at Rise, so like fed up with me restarting pieces.
No, sorry, my face is hurting where I've got the whatever it is.
Rai has a little mark on his face, if you can see it. We're not sure what it is. He woke up with it.
I'm just rubbing it then because it's really starting to like, ouch. I'm
not like, you know, oblivious to the fact that 40,000 is a huge amount of stitches to possibly leave behind and restart. It's enormous, and it would be a big commitment. My problem is, if I don't want to stitch on a piece, it doesn't get stitched on. It happened with Shelf Life. It's kind of happening with this year. And I know that I'm doing a year of Gecko Rouge, but that doesn't mean I'm going to work on these 2 pieces. I have a lot of others I could pick. So in my mind, I'm like, if I stopped working on Shelf Life when it was on 28 count because it was so tough to get the needle through, and the back was getting so thick and everything, because I do 2 strands over 1 half cross to make it go faster, but it was a lot. So with this is a 2 strand over 1 half cross, and the backs in some of the areas, I'm going to show you this, and this isn't, some of the areas are absolutely fine. Areas like here with the sky where there's not many colour changes, it's, you know, thick,
manageable.
But manageable. It's kind of matted itself actually. That's all done. I don't need to stitch there anymore. However, areas where there are more colour changes, like on the back of these people, on the back of the compass, it gets incredibly thick, and this isn't done, and I still need to have to get my needle through here somehow. So for my own like ease, I'm very tempted to swap to a different count. Actually, I need to let this breathe out of a Q-snap. It's like getting
tension.
Not tension, just the stitches have been like squished. I may swap to a different count fabric just so that it's easier for me to work on. It's less fabric for me to manage. We'll see. I know that's not going to be a popular opinion, and I'm not expecting people to agree with me. I'm aware, but that's something that's been going through my mind, because I just think if I'm struggling, I'm not going to want to work on it.
No.
We'll see where we go with it. I have no plans immediately. Don't have the money to buy the fabric immediately, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
We must be well over halfway.
We haven't got into the boxes yet.
I don't think there's that many in there. Go to the wrap next. The wrap's got most of them in.
One bag.
I keep my wrap wrapped up in 2 Gecko Rouge bags. And this, hang on, let me just show the wrap really quick. This is a beautiful wrap from Andrea, I want to say Bowen. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, it's so cute with the little bears. I love it. I also have a little matching
project bag.
I bought this at Retreat. Big Stitch, not Retreat. I love it so much. I love the colours. It's so pretty. I love it, love it. Love it, love it. Okay, anyway.
Undo that wrap.
Oh, and she is thick. I filled her up. And I need to reassemble because I want this to be my Gecko Rouge wrap for the year. Have all my Gecko Rouges in it.
Right. Starting us off with number 1.
This is Meandalorian, which is not on this tablet. Yes, it is. This is on 1,795 stitches, so 1.91%. This will get some attention this year if I can find the threads for it. I think I know where they are. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this piece. I'm not looking forward to stitching the background. I may restart with like a backgroundy fabric.
Specialty fabric.
Yeah, if I can figure out how easy it would be to cut the shape of the cat out, because some of them it's like easier than others to delete the background. Like the Medusa Dollmaker ones, they're all background. Next one. Here's another Gecko Rouge. I've stopped writing them down now. I've given up. That's sideways. Here is Getting Ready for the Jubilee by Kate Brazier. This was a new release this year? Like 2024?
Yeah, I believe so.
I can't believe that came out last year. I thought it was 2 years ago.
It was last year.
I remember which office I was in when I was texting you about it.
Oh, well, there we are.
I love it. I love that piece. I have no complaints about it. I'm on 4,029 stitches, which is bang on 2%. I really like that piece. Kate Brazier is possibly my favourite artist on there at the minute.
You reckon? Bold claim.
I've got like a lot that I really like, but I'd say I would stitch more Kate Brazier pieces than any other one on there at the minute. That's how I'm like judging favourites.
Most expensive piece of paper in the world.
Most expensive piece of paper in the world, which is not going to get touched this year. Sorry.
Oof.
Here is Lady of the Flag. This is a Mirabilia piece. That noise is really annoying. It's a bit of paper. The beads are coming off before anyone says they're too big. I know they're too big. This is stitched 2/1 half cross on 32 count.
Try to beat you too.
Yeah, and then I was testing to see if I could use the normal beads, like the called for ones. And do you know what? I don't hate them. The more I pull this out, the more I'm like, yeah, they could work. But I know people are going to be like, those beads are way too big. I know.
Is that what people are like?
Nobody's ever actually said that. Just in my head, I'm like, I know.
That's what you'd say to people.
No, that's what I'm saying to myself. Yes, the beads are too big, Jess, but they don't look that bad. Anyway, I want to stitch this one twice. So
Jessie Big Bead.
I need to get a move on next year, not this year, with it. They're not going on the floor, by the way. I've got my big project bag down there that they're going on. What's this one?
Fabric. What?
You joking?
Do you know what it is?
I do know what this is. Oh, this is a Haid. This is, I want to call it American travel shelf or US travel shelf. Oh, you can see where I've written numbers across the top where I was counting.
Are we counting this one?
Yes. Well, yeah, it's a WIP.
I just wanted to make sure, because it looked like you were just putting it back away.
No, I was just folding it so I could hold it. It didn't do much. I think this is like 1 day's worth of stitching on it. I don't think it's even on here. Hang on a sec. US travel shelf is what it's called, and I've done 323 stitches, so not much at all. But when it's finished, I think it's an Amy Stewart.
The name rings a bell.
I can't. This is what it's going to look like. Really pretty. I just liked it because I like America.
Can't argue with that.
You really can't. But yeah, this isn't going to get worked on this yet. And I don't really mind. I kind of want to get my...
Shelf life.
Not even just shelf
No?
life. I want to get my other pieces that are further along than this. 323 stitches in a full coverage doesn't feel like a
drop in the
huge
water, really,
start.
innit?
So I don't mind that this one's not getting worked on this year. She'll get worked on when she gets worked on.
When it's time.
Next one. This one was a giveaway, but the person who I gave it away to never reached out. But I've kept it because I'm like, at what point do I kind of say the cut-off is?
Should we count it towards your whips then?
We'll count it towards a whip. If the person gets back in touch with me, they can have it, but I might stitch some more on it this year. This is the Owl Forest embroidery.
You can't stitch more on it this year.
No, I can't. Well, they've got a year then.
There we go.
It's the big cat one. I can't remember what it's called. I stitched on it again for like a day. I really like it, but we're not big cat people.
No.
So I think I like the design more than I was like, practically.
Yeah.
Am I gonna frame this or anything?
This one is number 32.
This one's upsetting because I want this one finished and I worked really hard on it for a week and got to this point and then I was like, oh, I need to wait. No, I'm not waiting. And then put it down and never picked it up again. This is...
I want to say Amphitrite, but it's not, is it?
It's not. It's like Dark Queen of the Earth song.
Yeah. That's it.
Who's the designer? Autumn Lane Stitchery? Autumn...
You might look it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like this piece. I think I was watching everyone else finish it and I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Autumn Lane Stitchery, yeah.
Autumn Lane Stitchery. And I had like the perfect fabric just like in my stash. It's this like green and brown and it just suits it so well. And it looks really pretty. And it's a really fun stitch because they're just big fat stitches for me. This is 2/2 on 28 count. And that's like chunky for me because I normally do like 40 count or like 1/1 on 32 and stuff. So I like working on big things sometimes. And that was a fun one to work on. That'll get done next year, I think. There's a bit of fluff.
Goodness me. Fairy and a butterfly.
This is Fairy and a Butterfly. I'm going to DNF this one.
Ooh, taking it off the count.
Fairy and a Butterfly. DNF'd. We'll probably restart, but not this year. Because it's a Haid. I have already started and put it down up here. But I got more done on this side. And I really like the piece and it's like gonna be for my nan, so it's worth it, but I don't know, I'm like, does it count as a DNF if I wasn't gonna work on it this year anyway?
Don't know.
I think when I pick this up again, it won't be on this fabric. I will restart it.
I was gonna say, I think if you're gonna restart it, then it's a DNF.
Yeah, okay. I'm definitely gonna trim the fabric and repurpose and stuff though, because that's a nice bit of fabric. That. We're still going.
Still haven't gotten them pesky boxes.
I don't think there's many in the boxes. I think I took them all out. Here is cowboy stocking cowboy snowman stocking.
Yeah.
Terrifying as ever because I haven't filled the face in. This again won't be done this year.
He's hauntingly beautiful.
This is a stocking for Rye that I started 2 years ago, 3
Would
years
have come in
ago.
handy this year because we have no idea where the stockings went, do
Oh
we?
yeah, we lost all our stockings, so I need to make some.
Stocking mystery.
Gecko Rouge, can you please start? Not that you watch it, but can you please start making stockings so that I can stitch them? How good would that be?
That would be good.
That would actually be really good. To have a Colin Thompson one in the shape of a stocking.
Something to think about.
I mean, in theory, you could do that, because we already have the pattern. I just have to, cut it out on Pattern Keeper. That would be pretty cool. And then I could do that instead of having it as one giant finished piece, but I want the giant finished piece as well.
You want both, really, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I want both. This is just a bit of fabric. Get that out of the way. Oh, here is... What's this one called?
Kinto Cuco?
Yeah.
The pointed fit?
Thank you. You're in charge of talking now.
Oh, please don't.
This is another long dog on my favourite fabric ever by Coffee Craft Fabrics. Love it. That's stitched 1/1 half cross on 32 count. This is what I mean with the with Saga. See how tiny those little details are? They would look so misshapen with the sulky if I did it on this count because the thread's so much thicker. So that's a bit of a shame, but I guess I could do that without the sulky, but I just like how the sulky looks. I really like this piece. I like that one. Still going. Here is... I've got it on here. Give me 2 seconds. I've just seen it.
You got this.
The Unicorn Garden by Sprouting Lupine, because it's got an E.
If it's got an E at the end, I'd say lupine.
Being stitched on a Chromatic Alchemy piece of fabric, I believe. I just thought Bella would like it. That's the only reason I stitched it. And I haven't stitched very much of it, and she's going to have to wait till next year. So I hope she still likes unicorns next year. Still going strong, so I think she'll be alright.
That would be a very big personality shift if she stopped liking it.
Right, next up is possibly upside down Nightingale.
I was going to say I don't remember her name. I remember it was
it's a
Lady of the Lamp.
Mirabilia?
I believe so.
Mirabilia Nightingale, possibly upside down because I can't remember without getting the chart out. I love this piece. This is being stitched 2 strands over 3 on a 46 count to make it 14? I don't know what's going on upstairs. There was just a lot of bangs.
Funny.
I like that piece a lot. Do I have the beads for this one? I think I do.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think I bought them. This is the problem now. I'm like, not only do I have the stuff, I also have the accessories for the stuff. So.
But where is any of the stuff?
Everything's in the boxes. This is why I don't think there's many actual whips in there. Here is Summer Quaker by Lila's Studio, I think, on the most beautiful shade of blue.
That's a very nice blue.
Isn't it? Coffee Craft Fabric. It's a 40 count. Now, I may stop stitching this and start stitching a Gecko Rouge on it just so that I get to stitch on this beautiful fabric this year. So
Oh, should I remove that from the count then?
no, because I will leave enough
Okay, fair enough.
that it will fit. But I love this colour fabric. It's so pretty. I really like the bright colour fabrics. You know, obviously neutrals are more, you can use them on more projects, but when you find the perfect project for like a bright fabric,
one.
it's like that one on the bee at the beginning, if you remember back that far. That like tutti frutti colour fabric, when I tried stitching on that like 4 times, and then when I found the bee, I was like,
perfect.
this is going on there and it's gonna look great. Here is...
Get cracking. Let's get cracking.
By Ink Circles. This was meant to be a Christmas or a birthday present for Rye, again, like 2 years ago. You're gonna have to wait another year, hun, unless you want to stitch on it. That sounded like something fell downstairs then.
It did, didn't it?
I really love this fabric. I really love this pattern. It will get done next year. I'm making no like solid plans to have anything totally finished this year apart from Wednesday, because I will be mad if she doesn't get done
That's fair.
this year. She was meant to get done last year. I don't know why she didn't. Here is... This was my retreat piece from... Oh, someone's at the door. From the retreat we went to before the big stitch.
Yeah.
This piece is by... She's changed the name. Oh my gosh, it's Little Loop Stitching, but she's changed the name of the company, and I can't think of it. I'm so sorry. I will
leave it in the description
if I can find it. It's like old barnhouse stitch. It's something like that. It's really pretty, the name. I just can't think of it.
No, not on the tip of your tongue at the minute.
And it's a stitchy ferret floss. It's at least 2. I think I bought 3 different colours of the stitchy ferret floss.
I think you got a couple.
And it's coffee craft fabric, and I had a project bag to go with it, and I bought everything at retreat, and it was like my retreat piece, and it didn't get very far. But I love it. This is like the type of neutral I can get behind, where there's still like some excitement to it.
Neutral with a bit of zhuzh.
Neutral but not boring. I'm surprised if anyone's watched to this point without having to take a break. I feel like I need a break.
I was going to say, yeah.
Filming. Right. Next one. It goes this way round. This is the Dorian Spencer Davies Ho 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 from, I want to say 2023. Possibly 2022. The actual name of it is a place in Wales. I say this every time.
Din Lane?
Something like that. Apparently, somewhere I've been, somewhere I don't remember, and somewhere I can't pronounce. But I love this piece. And it's not that many stitches. Hang on. It's like 60,000 or something. Winter yeah.
I don't know how you pronounce it, but hold on, I'll cover that bottom bit because it says 4 hours from where we are. That place.
I like this piece a lot. It's 57,772 stitches, so not that many, and I've done 1,781, which is 3.08%. And I'm saying not that many. If you don't stitch full coverage, you know, obviously it is a lot, but compared to some of my other full coverage pieces, it's a small one. I don't want to like make anyone else feel a certain type of way about their stitching when I'm going through stuff, because I'm like, I like big stuff, I like small stuff, I like incredibly huge pieces that I'm never going to finish. You are well within your right to be more sane than me and not do them. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, she said it wasn't that many stitches and, you know, I'm struggling with this 3,000. Yeah, I get it. I'm not, comparative to my nearly 2 million piece, it's not that many stitches. But compared to like one of my smaller pieces, it's a lot of stitches. So I'm not trying to be a certain type of way about it, because I genuinely, you know, stitch what makes you happy. Here is The Holiday Extra Large by Dorian Spencer Davies. This is a Gecko Rouge kit. This will get worked on this year. I wonder how far into this one I am. I have 2 pieces. Where's that one?
Or is it not that one?
No, where's the Cape Brazier one?
I have no idea. It might be in a box.
This has 7,757 stitches in on it. It does have some that need frogging. Hang on a sec. Here, I stitched like with a 10 gap that shouldn't be there. So everything here is like too low down.
Slightly off.
So really, all I need to do is frog the side over there, and I can leave the bottom because it's below where the actual piece is going to be, and then at the end I'll just go in and like rip it all out. But for now, I really like this piece. I love the colours. We watched The Holiday this year, which is...
We did?
We didn't watch a lot of Christmas films.
We did not watch a lot of Christmas films, did we?
We had a weird Christmas this year. I wonder if anyone else had a weird Christmas, because it wasn't just us in the family. There was lots of weird...
of different things going on.
Yeah.
I think Christmas, though, we've watched Wallace and Gromit so many times now because Bella loves it.
I have not. She has watched it quite a lot. I know she watched it when it was out on Christmas Day. I know she's watched it since then. I watched it for the first time last night.
Yeah, I watched it for the first time a little bit after Christmas because on the day I just wasn't.
There's the wrap done.
Whew. I know how hot your phone is right now.
It's alright.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Let's get to the box. I might have to have a sweet and then we might have to rejoin.
Yep.
Okay. Rise, when I was having a sweet, just went through and pulled out some more. I don't think we've got many left.
I think these might be the last in this pile here, and then there's a little bag.
First up is... Oh, I've just hit my elbow. This is a Stitchy Princess Black piece. It was a surprise piece at the time. It has probably been released as an actual chart now. And look at how tiny and cute the stitches are. This is the thing with stitching on 56 count. The pieces just feel so nice. Unfortunately, I am not going to be stitching a Gecko Rouge on 56 count. But just know that it feels really nice. I don't know whether I'm going to finish this or not. Just because I don't know where the pattern is. And I may just like stitch something else on the fabric. So we'll count it as a WIP for now.
See where we're at.
Oh, here is, I want to say it's called like Cherry Blossom Lake. Cherry Blossom, it's Cherry Blossom something. I think it's this way around. It's possible that it's the other way around. This was a piece that...
This when we were racked.
Yeah, we were racked it. I was trying to think of the name of the artist and I can't think of for the life of me.
Gordon Fitchett?
Yeah!
Gonna say
with
that was
the
it.
ducks.
Yeah.
The Haid with the ducks. And when we got married, someone racked us this, which is very, very kind of them. And I thought it would look really pretty, because it's another one without a background. I thought it would look really pretty on this like lilac-y, you can't really see on camera, it kind of just looks plain.
That's what you were talking about earlier. It's neutral with a bit of zhuzh, isn't it?
Yeah. Hang on a sec. View mock-up. This one. So that is this piece, and I have not done much on it, but I did make a start, which is better than years past. 289. Yeah. Oh, I was holding it upside down.
Oh no.
I think it goes that way around. I really like this piece. I think it's very, like, to me, it's very classy, and I like it a lot.
A classy duck.
But that's another one that we'll have to wait till next year. I have no idea the name of this one.
It's just reaching that point, isn't it? Bless you.
Everything's merging together. Where's Guardians of Fuji?
Oh, I don't know.
I bet that's behind us in a bag. This
Guardians
is
of Fuji will be somewhere.
Garden Party Warm. I love this piece so much. I think it's so pretty. I saw it in the background of someone's floss tube and I was like, I need that right now. And what did you do?
Found it.
Bought me it when you were at work.
Surprise.
So that was very kind. And I got started on it right away. And I stitched 2,168 stitches. So this is only 15% done. It looks more than that.
It does, doesn't it?
But I really love it. So I'm sad that one won't get work done this year. I feel like that would have been a nice spring summer one to do.
This one could get work done now.
This one could. This one is Eddard Star.
Yeah? Is it just called that?
I think so. It's a Game of Thrones piece that Medusa Dollmaker did with Gecko Rouge literally like years ago, before I found Gecko Rouge. This is one of the ones I found on eBay.
I thought I saw the thing for it must be in the other box.
It must be. I love the colouring in this piece. It's all whites and blues, so I picked out this white and blue fabric to stitch it on. Blue. Yeah, it's really pretty. And it's got like an all white background, which I'm not going to stitch. So you can see the fabric. Yeah, so you can see the fabric. That does make sense. I apologise, everyone. This is kind of... It started off high and the energy's dipping a bit now.
You need more sweets.
This is the one that... I do. This is the one that I was... upside down.
Go this way.
That way.
This
is the one that I just said to write. Where's that one? Not Guardians of Fuji. The one before that. This is Kate Brazia's Ho Ho Ho. I want to say it's called Partridge Cottage.
I believe it is.
This cottage was... because I was following her at the time, and she was talking about how it was inspired by the cottage from The Holiday. And obviously so is The Holiday by Dorian Spencer Davies piece. So this is my second holiday inspired cross stitch. I don't think I actually started on the cottage though, it's all leaves at the minute.
Seems to be, yeah.
Oh, but I love it.
Leaves.
It's gonna look really cute when it's done. I wonder how much we're gonna get done this year. We should make predictions, and whoever gets it closest like wins a Gecko Rouge or something.
It's a pretty big stake.
Not a big Gecko Rouge, I can't afford a big one.
Oh, so you think I'm
Do you
going to
know
win?
what I want this? No, I meant like everyone. Not me and you.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I really want this year?
What? A Gecko Rouge, probably.
Yeah, but do you know which one?
Literally any.
Yeah, I would be happy with any. Well, there's a couple I really would like to find, but second hand because they don't make them anymore. I would really like the Colin Thompson Lighthouse. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my gosh,
I don't
it's
believe
so pretty. It's like, it is expensive. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot. But it's so pretty. Where's my Aurora Cottage one as well? I literally started a sell for that one and I don't know where the piece is.
Probably upstairs?
It's either upstairs or in these drawers, because I will admit I didn't go through these drawers before we started filming because I just assumed that everything was out. I reckon it's in these drawers, but I'm not moving all the stitching to move the chairs to get in
Yeah,
now.
it's a bit...
I'll find them later.
Going to be a bit hectic doing that, isn't it?
So, yeah, the Lighthouse one. It's the same artist who did Shelf Life. I don't think I showed Shelf Life, actually. Hang on, let me pull up a picture.
I don't think you did the mock-up.
This is what Shelf Life's going to look like in the end. It's crazy, and I love it. And the Lighthouse is a bit like that, but it's all like fish and cool things. Oh, it's so pretty. I really like that one. That's what I'm saving for this year. If I'm really good, maybe I'll get it at the end of the year. If I get like a good amount of finishes.
Is that a second hand one? Or is it
no, they still make that one.
Oh, right.
And then obviously Gecko Army on Patreon, I get a bit of a discount.
Yeah.
Because I've signed up to like the next tier up on that. So, but I feel bad using like a discount on such a big case.
I mean, if you're going to use a discount, you might as well use it on a big one, you know?
Oh, although this, right. Are we done whips first?
No.
One more whip. Which is an exciting whip because I haven't showed this whip before. Here is Little Gamer, which is a Medusa Dollmaker piece. It's like the smaller version of the normal Gamer, but it doesn't have the person in it. I really like this piece. I'm so excited about it. A friend sent it to me, so I've kind of like, I've stitched on it a little bit in the background, but I'm so excited. I love it, and I'm stitching it on this fabric so that I don't have to stitch the background, because if I can avoid stitching the background so that I can stitch more Gecko Rouge pieces, I think that's fair enough.
That's fair.
That's fair enough. This is an 18 count?
Yeah. 18 count era.
So I'm stitching it 1/1 full cross, and look how cute! It's a little mushroom. I love this piece. I love this piece. I might work on this one tonight.
You should. You got all the stuff here.
I was gonna work on
I need a clue.
the one that I was working on this morning. We'll find
a way.
I was gonna work on that one, but now I'm kind of like, I want to work on this. I was thinking, I mentioned in another video this piece, and I was like, oh, I might, like, you know, give it to my cousin who's having a baby, and now I'm like,
I might keep it.
do you know who would really like it?
Who?
Bella. Do you know who also really likes it?
You.
Me. So it might just stay in the house.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna have like walls adorned with like gecko rouge, and if anything ever happens, like an apocalypse or something, and our house gets found afterwards, they're gonna think it's a weird shrine.
Some weird like museum.
Yeah. Only to like this one company though. Yeah, it'd be great. I've still got shelf life up. Look at that little mushroom. I've never noticed
I was looking
that
at the little
before.
gnome underneath it.
Cute. Right, I was looking at this. I think he looks like a little Eggman.
He might be.
He looks like Simon Cowell.
He does a bit, doesn't he? With Simon Cowell and Humpty Dumpty like combined.
Oh, right. So, whips. Get your whip out. Raya's a one big whip. He's got other ones. This is what I don't understand. Where's our whips going?
My one whip.
I think it's sideways.
I'm not sure anymore.
He needs to work on it.
I need to work on it. I get intimidated by the fact it's
huge.
Like, huge.
People comment on that video all the time. Oh my gosh, is his whip really that big? Yes.
Unfortunately, yeah.
If it was smaller, we'd cut the fabric.
I just get intimidated by the dirty pigeons. There's a bit of a 90s one for everyone.
So, this year, Wednesday will be done. Little Gamer will be done. We'll Find a Way will be done. That one will be done by the end of January. I'm calling that.
Bold.
I'll make a bet if you want.
No, because last time you made a bet with me, I ended up paying for how many books for me?
I don't know. However many books you got with the voucher.
A good few so far.
I'm not saying there won't be any new starts because I am part of the Gecko Rouge Patreon. That is a shameless plug because I think that it's fantastic because you pay every month. There's 2 tiers. One tier you get a discount from like actual Gecko Rouge, and the other one you don't. I've paid to get the discount because I dropped out of the Gold Club, so I was like, well, you know, I still want my discount, so I'm going to join the next tier of Patreon. But every month you get a chart. So I have the last 2 loaded into Pattern Keeper. I've started Aurora Cottage. I was doing a sell for it. I need to buy the threads, and then we will be
cooking
on gas. And the second one was like, is it bluebirds?
I think it's bluebirds.
They're so pretty. Yeah, little cuties. So I'm not saying there won't be any new starts, and there will definitely be new buys this year because I will be getting a Gecko Rouge every month from the Patreon, and I will more than likely, if I get some finished, treat myself to some more. That's how it goes. But I think I need to have at least 2 done for every new one in, not including the Patreon, because the Patreon isn't a physical kit. Does that make sense?
I'm with you.
So I want 2 full kit finishes before I bring in another kit.
Yes.
So if I get Wednesday finished and Little Gamer, for example, then I can buy another one.
I'm with you.
So just to keep me motivated this year, really. I also will be buying the Cottage Garden Samplings
Year in the Woods
when that comes out. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that Coffee Craft Fabric do
the stuff
like what
for
they've been doing.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get done this year?
Oh, I'm gonna go back to do that haunted house that I need to frog.
Messed up on it and then was like, no, I can frog it, and then he looked at it again and he was like, oh, there's more messed up than I thought, and then he got demotivated, which is fair. I've been there.
You need to be demotivated sometimes.
You'll get back into it.
I'm gonna attempt to get more done on my Gecko Rouge full coverage because that is big, so that's why I'm like, oh, it's a lot.
I did offer to help out with it, but I think it's one of those where you're like, no, I want to do it.
Yeah, I have to do it.
But it's a lot. think you might need another Gecko Rouge this year if you're going to do a year of Gecko Rouge with me. A smaller one. Between the house and the other house.
See how we get on.
You like houses?
Apparently. I like haunted houses. I'll have to have a look on Gecko Rouge after this.
There's like a pretty big basket waiting for me. Although I will say I went on my Gecko Rouge account the other day and the basket had gone. So I'm hoping that I can find everything that was in there.
There was one I really like and I don't know if it's still available.
I just probably wasn't logged in when I made the basket.
I'll have to have a look after. It's the Captain Spaulding one.
It's still there.
Okay.
They still have that.
Might get that.
I really like some Cape Brazier ones. There may be some Cape Brazier coming in this year. There's a couple of Terra Mango ones that I really like. They got released recently that I may be getting this year. I like that there's more variety in like sizing now as well. They're not all just like huge pieces. Like We'll Find a Way is relatively, it's just under 10,000 stitches, so I can get that one done, like wrapped up fairly quickly.
Yeah.
In theory, I could do it in 10 days if I concentrated, but I'm not putting that pressure on myself because...
No, you don't want to. You're only just coming off the back of being poorly.
Well, this is the thing. And the other thing is I don't want to force it until I don't want to anymore. So I'm kind of being flexible with my Gecko Rouge things, and I'm not saying this month I'm working on this piece and this month I'm working on this piece, or I'm working on this one till it's done. Like, I give myself full flexibility within the realm of Gecko Rouge.
Yeah.
Which is pretty decent. Like, I've got a decent choice.
Yeah, it's not like you've only got a couple to choose from.
And I really want to get some of my big ones, like, not done, but some good progress in. So I'm going to have a real think about how is best to do that for me.
Where you're going to move next with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now that we're done, it doesn't feel like it was that many. How many was it in the end?
47 in the end.
Oh, I wish we had 3 more. I mean, I've definitely got at least another 2, because I've got Guardians of Fuji,
Aurora Cottage.
Yeah, hang on. Here's Guardians of Fuji. Which, it's in a project bag. Like, everything's
Somewhere.
to get. That's one piece that I've managed to keep everything together on. 27,338 stitches on that one at the minute. I'm like making good progress with that. That might get done this year. And I've got Alone Together, which is this one.
Oh yeah, there we are. That'll be your 50. Stop looking for them now.
So I can stop.
And then a nice round number.
I actually think that is the last of them. I had Wednesday imported 4 times into Pattern Keeper from where I've been messing about.
Where you had a play?
Yeah, I think that's all of them. I'm excited. We will still be doing like weekly videos and stuff, but I'm going to try and do like at the end of the month a roundup of like, this is everything. And if you go follow me on Instagram, not just Instagram, Cross Stitch and Smiles, I do try and follow people back, but unfortunately I have not been very well. So if you have followed me recently, I'm very sorry. I've not kept on top of it.
You'll get back to it.
I will get back to it. I'm trying to post on there more this year. That's a goal for me. Post more. Post more. Yeah. I'm excited. I feel like it's going to be a good year for stitching. We've got some things coming up this year that might get in the way.
Hopefully not too much.
But hopefully not too much. We've got one holiday. We had 2, we're moving one of them. So we've got one holiday planned. We have no retreats planned. I think all the retreats this year are booked up as well. So even if we can like afford it, we can't get on them.
It's a real shame because I love going to the retreats.
I know, we're going to have to try and get in some of the ones for next year.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it this morning. I think the Big Stitch is back next year, if you want to go to that.
I enjoyed that. Yeah. I really like the retreats that happen at the holiday inn.
Yeah, I really like them as well. I enjoyed the Big Stitch because there was more people to talk to, and there was a lot. I really liked. I was thinking about this morning. Weirdly, I liked that they had designers there, especially people that I wouldn't normally buy charts from. I don't think I'd bought a Modern Folk embroidery chart before, but you really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like, Rye was talking to Jacob, and he was like, discussing the pattern. You bought a pattern.
To this day, I still think I should have got my pattern signed.
Yeah.
And then
that's like you should have asked rather than it didn't happen.
No. That was entirely. I literally got back to the table, and someone was saying, "Oh, he signed this for me." I was like, "Oh, I should have got him to
should
sign
have
it.
done
That would have
that.
been so cool."
Yeah, but
Live and you learn.
yeah, next time.
Yeah.
I wonder who they'll get next year.
You.
I'm not a designer. Imagine if they got Gecko Rouge. Oh my god, I would be all over it. I don't know what they would talk about because they're not like.
Not like
they
a historian,
do,
because that was
yeah.
like Jacob's like shtick was he was like
His cross-stitch
the history of it,
story.
wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was really interesting.
I like having the smaller ones because it's usually the same people that go to them and being like, "Oh, hey,
this is what it's like now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's similar shops and stuff, so you like, oh, this is new, oh, I've been looking at this on Instagram. And then I really enjoyed the bigger one because it was like more people, you know, presentations, more shopping, so we might have to get in some for next year. But we have no plans for this year, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shame. It is a shame, but we'll be all right. We'll get through.
Yeah, we'll live somehow.
I feel like because we've been to quite a few over the last couple of years now, it's really weird to not have anything like that planned.
I get that. Looked like someone went through the window then, didn't it?
I think someone's at the door. That was really weird.
I'll check the doorbell. You keep.
Doorbell's just gone off.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's it. We will keep you updated as we go. Hopefully a video a week this year, but we'll see. I'm not overcommitting because we were very, very poorly.
Yeah, we had all intents and purposes to like, you know.
I had plans. We were going to do Mill Hill kits, you know, everything, and
it started snowballing, and it was one thing, and then it was another thing, and then all of a sudden we were all poorly.
Yeah, we were all out of it. So yeah, let me know what your plans are for the year down below. If it's not out already, the Gecko Ho 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 unboxing will be coming out very soon. I wanted to have like updates on stitching it, so I'm kind of like, do I cut all of that out of the video where I've mentioned it, or do I leave it in and just the video goes out a little bit late? Well, it's already late.
Leave it in and just let the video go out late, because otherwise you're just going to be editing and keep on top of editing.
Exactly. So I might just whoop and explain in the video.
Yeah, just put in like a little.
This is what we're
sidebar.
Doing. And yeah, if anyone else is doing a year of just one designer, who are you doing it for? Like, who's the designer? I'm excited. I think this is going to be a good year. I feel good about it. I know that I'm putting a lot to one side, but it'll be worth it because I'll get some really good progress in.
Yeah.
And a good couple of finishes, I reckon. I reckon 5 by the end of the year.
Right.
Well, they're not all huge.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, I think I could do 5 comfortably.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Goal of 5, aim for 10.
Can't go wrong.
I'll hit somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching this 1.5 hour long video. I can see the timer at the top.
Oh my goodness.
This isn't going to get edited that much, so that's, yeah, 1.5 hours. Hopefully it uploads alright, because we have problems sometimes.
We do have Wi-Fi problems.
And yeah, I hope you all had a better Christmas than we had, and New Year if you celebrate Christmas. My birthday next week. Woo woo. So I don't know when the video will be coming out next week, but you'll. Sorry, I have hiccups now from drinking my Pepsi. You'll see us when you see us. We'll be here soon. If you want to message us, what's your Instagram?
Cowboy Cross Stitcher.
Cross Stitching Smiles. Or email us. My email's always in the description. Right, I always say that, but then actually some videos get uploaded and it's taken me so long on so many different devices to upload it that there's just no description, because I'm like, I just want it out.
Just get it up.
It just needs to be up. So if it's ever missing, it'll be in one of the other videos. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, let's see how 2025 goes. Bye!